Chapter 30. Death at the Gorge. 5th light day of Cantal, 819. 10 days until Sown. It's still morning, and Belenos is obscured by rain clouds. A light breeze kisses my face, and I delight in the smell of wet leaves. It's the first smell I've noticed since Yzella's lavender fragrance. She should be here by now, Catel says. She guides the boat to the eastern side of the gorge. Nervously, she taps her hips underneath her wool mantle. This is the side Yzella should approach from. The raindrops feel warm compared to the river. I rub my soaked arms as I pace back and forth. I need to create some warmth. Catel scans the cliffs above, filled with worry. I'm disgusted with myself for withholding the truth. She sees me shiver. You can wait inside if you want. There are a few small stone slabs inside the entrance that always remain above the river, she says, with compassion. I hang my head. If she just remained crazy, I'd feel less bad about keeping my secret. Head down, I walk toward her. She deserves to know the truth. There, I can see movement. She is pointing a good distance back into the canyon, along the eastern rim. I strain to see anything, but the rain is being driven from that direction. This rain will dampen the echoes, but I can still make it work. Catel cups her hands to her mouth. Sella! She screams into the western side of the gorge. Her voice is muted somewhat, but the echo travels. We listen carefully as the rain continues to pelt us. A raven alarm call reverberates back down the gorge. What does that mean? Catel turns to me. It means she's in trouble. Relieved and alarmed all at once, I'm able to release my guilt. Yzella is still alive. The alarm is repeated, followed by nothing but the falling rain. We scan the rim again. Neither of us is willing to put voice to our fears. Scree falls down on us. Hello, down there. A deep baritone calls to us. Chills run down my spine that have nothing to do with the icy water behind me. The Obsidian Lord is peering over the precipice. Is this bird your property? He extends his arm to show us a caged crow. He's about 2 mature oak trees above us. The escarpment here is much too steep for anything but climbing. Yzella? Catel shouts. The crow lets out a long, sorrowful caw. I'll offer you a deal. Come up here and fight me one-on-one. If you win, you get this caged druid. But if I win, you return my property. His property? Catel turns to me. He means the ghost orchid. Did you steal it from him? I reclaimed it. Outraged, Catel spins on me. This whole time he's been chasing you because you're a thief. Her voice rises in anger. She scans the beachhead and finds a stout branch. She holds it as if ready for combat. Will you go, or do I need to knock you unconscious and take the flower myself? Catel, you can't believe his offer is real. What's real is that my sister has been captured because of you. I will gladly trade your worthless life for hers. I raise my hands in supplication. I am willing to do whatever it takes to get Yzella back. Then you'll fight him? I will, if that's the only choice. I touch my amulet. At least the river didn't take it. Do you see another branch I can use as a staff? She turns to scan the beach, and I lunge for her weapon. Tearing it from her water-soaked hands, I take a couple steps back, in case I need to wield it against her. She gives me a hateful stare as her body tenses. She crouches and circles me until I'm left facing the rain. I lower the staff into a defensive position. Do you have your protective amulet on? I ask. What? The earth protects us from the mind controllers. You're not underground now, and you weren't when we fought him at the tour. He's been homing in on you. That's how he keeps finding us. If you're not interested right now, the Black Lord interjects, I can always have her turn back into human form and compel her to pleasure me. We have to free her, she beseeches me. In fact, the Obsidian Lord says, I think I'll let her out to pleasure my men while you two resolve your differences. He laughs at us. Before he can reach for the latch, Catel transforms into a bat and is gamely trying to ascend in the rainstorm. I leap into the air, taking on the tawny owl form. Catel is getting tossed by the wind and rain. Her tiny form is not made for weather like this. Gisela restarts her alarm call, but she's more strident this time. I veer off to the right, then continue my rise. Off to the side, I see Girthsid and the remainder of his men, arrows notched and waiting for a target to appear. I dive back down below the ridge and snatch Catel from mid-air. Outraged, she retakes her human form and grabs hold of my wing. We crash into the muddy bank and slide down to the river's edge. Catel, wait! I yell, not sure if she intends to go after me or the Black Lord. She picks up the staff again, and I have my answer. It's a trap. Girthsid and his men are behind the bluff, ready to shoot us out of the sky. I would rather die than abandon my sister. She raises the staff high, ready to strike. I extend my arms in front of me as my only pitiful defense. Gisela lets out an ear-splitting caw. Catel stops. What is it? Catel calls. Gisela delivers a long, mournful caw before morphing back into her human shape. Her human body, too heavy for the Black Lord to hold, tumbles down the gorge. She comes to rest on the ledge above us. We scramble up the rock face. Catel beats me to the ledge and falls to her knees over her sister. No, 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 she repeats over and over. I arrive and see part of the birdcage protruding from either side of Gisela's chest. She must have known that she was dead as soon as she transformed. Catel lets out a wail of sorrow that echoes through the canyon. Above us, Girthsid and his men are taking aim at us. I tackle Catel against the slope as the arrows rain down. Gisela's body takes several hits. Why did you do that? She shrieks. I point to the arrows. We would be dead otherwise. I think I'd prefer that, she says, before her words degenerate into sobs, punctuated by hiccups. We can't stay here, out in the open, I say, but it's useless. Her balled fists pound my chest in futility. I try gently shaking her, but still get no response. I'm running out of options. Catel, find Hedrid. He'll know what to do. She stops her bawling and stares blankly into my face. Hedrid. Go get Hedrid. He'll know what to do, I say in a slow and clear voice. We'll come back with 20 able fighters, she says with determination. Go. Someone must sound the alarm. I squeeze her arms. She transforms into a bat and races back into the cave, leaving me with Gisela's lifeless form. At least everyone will not end up dead, or worse. Girthsid barks out an order, and his men withdraw from the edge. I quickly dart out from cover to check on my attackers. No one is there. I risk another couple of steps to confirm they are gone before I run back to Gisela's side. I never told you, but I loved you from the first moment I saw you. I pray the gods allow us to meet again in our lives to come. I cradle Gisela's head and give her one last kiss goodbye. It seems wrong to leave her body out here in the rain, but the obsidian mage is coming. I must leave her for Hedrid and his charges to perform the proper rituals. I shove off and paddle as if my life depends upon it. I welcome the stinging rain and the discomfort it brings me. I deserve much worse.